Hey everyone, thanks and welcome to today's episode. I'm the Finance Zenster, and this is the podcast where I talk real life money decisions, mistakes, the good, the bad, and the ones I wish I could do over. Today I want to share a story that's, well, honestly, it stuck with me for over 20 years. It's about a tough time in my early 30s when I was laid off from a job I thought I'd have forever. The financial decision I thought was saving me ended up costing me hundreds of thousands of dollars. I drained my 401k just to stay afloat. Now I'm in my 50s, and looking back, yeah, I regret it, most definitely. And I'll be honest, it's emotional because it's not just about money, it's about identity, fear, and what you do when you feel like you're drowning. It's also about hope because I came out the other side, and you can too. But I also learned a few things I want to pass along to you, especially if you're facing a hard decision right now. Let's rewind back to the moment that everything changed. I was in my early 30s, married, no kids but a mortgage, 1500 a month, car loans totaling about 800 a month, utilities, insurance, groceries, the usual suspects. I was an in-house attorney at WorldCom, a Fortune 500 company at the time. Salary was 95,000 a year, more money than I'd ever made. I had a solid benefits package and a growing 401k balance. I thought I was doing okay. Not rich, but stable. For the first time, I felt secure. Then came that one Monday morning, fresh back from a vacation, still tan from the beach, still relaxed from a week of zero email. And then that email from HR. Please come to a meeting immediately. That meeting lasted 10 minutes. The outcome lasted much longer. I walked out unemployed. The company was in free fall after bankruptcy. We'd heard whispers, of course, but it was all abstract until it happened. It's not personal, they said, but when you're the one being let go, it feels personal. At first, I stayed optimistic, updated the resume, reached out to former colleagues, applied everywhere, lined up a few leads. But a month in, without progress, things weren't looking good. The legal job market was dry, especially for someone in DC without government contracting experience, someone like me. And bills still showing up right on time, day in, day out. Now, here's where I hit my financial fork in the road, or as I call it, the big mistake. I had about 50 grand saved in my 401k. Not bad for my age. The average 30 something back then had around 20,000 saved for retirement, so I was actually ahead. My balance wasn't amazing, but it was growing. I was working hard at putting the money away for the future. And I knew you're not supposed to touch it. Everyone says that. But when the checking account balance is shrinking and you're waking up at 3 a.m. staring at the ceiling, you've got a mortgage, utilities, two car loans, your brain goes into survival mode. Your brain starts making excuses. This is an emergency, I told myself. That's what savings is for. I'll rebuild it later. So I cashed out all of it. And the IRS, surprise, surprise, they took their cut. 10% early withdrawal penalty, 5 grand gone instantly. Plus income taxes, another 12,000. So I walked away with about 33 grand out of the original 50. It felt like a lifeline at first. I could breathe again. Mortgage paid, groceries covered, insurance safe. But folks, that money gone in less than 10 months. Mortgage, groceries, insurance, car loans. I even sold one of the cars and bought a 15-year-old Honda. But you see, money, it disappears fast when nothing else is coming in. At the time, it felt like relief. Looking back, it was the most expensive decision I've ever made. Not just because of the penalties and income tax, but because of what the money would have grown into. After another month of job hunting, 2 months out of a job, I finally made the call I'd been avoiding. Picked up a service job. There was a nice steakhouse in town. I knew someone working there, and they got me an interview. I was honest. I told them I used to be an attorney, but I needed any job to get by. Fortunately, they hired me. Waiting tables again in my 30s, I'd certainly waited a lot of tables in college. I had a great respect for those in the industry, but still, it was humbling. I remember my first shift, black apron, tray in hand, serving wine to a couple celebrating their anniversary. I smiled and said, "Congratulations." And inside, I felt like I'd failed. But you know what? Working that job, swallowing my pride, it helped. It gave me cash flow. It bought us time. Tips weren't bad, and we made it work. If I'd taken that job before touching my 401k, before panicking, maybe I'd still have that nest egg today. I wish I had looked for short-term solutions first and let the long-term money stay where it belonged. So here I am, now in my 50s. Thankfully, I recovered. I found my way back into legal work. Now have a finance career. Started saving again. But that 50 grand, if I'd left it alone at just average market rate growth of 7% a year, it would have snowballed into about 400,000 today. Even if I hadn't added a penny of new money. That's not a small mistake. That's a big honking mistake. That's the opportunity cost no one talks about. The money you don't see. You don't just lose today's dollars, you lose future dollars. You lose future options, future freedom. And that's why this is still emotional for me. Because it's not just about the numbers, it's about looking back and thinking, what if I had trusted myself to find another way? That's the part that still stings. So what would I do differently if I could go back? First, I'd take any job immediately. Uber, bartending, tutoring, anything. Pride doesn't pay the mortgage. Second, I'd explore other options. A 401k loan, which you at least pay back to yourself. A hardship withdrawal. Even those are less damaging than a full-on cash out. Third, I'd cut deeper, faster, sell both cars, eliminate more non-essentials, rent out a room maybe even. We often wait too long to make cuts because we're emotionally attached to our lifestyle. And finally, I would have talked to a financial advisor, even if I thought I couldn't afford one. That's actually when you need one the most. So if you're out there and you're struggling, looking at your 401k like it's a lifeboat, I hear you, I see you, I've been you. But before you drain your future to save the present, ask yourself, is there another way? And if you already made that choice, if you already took the money, forgive yourself. Put some of the money back if you can. It's still considered a rollover within 90 days. Whatever you do, learn from it. Rebuild. You're not alone. I did it and you can too. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. And every step you take forward, it matters. It's meaningful. Because your financial life isn't defined by one bad decision. It's defined by how you recover. Thanks for spending some time with me today. If this story resonated with you, or if you've got your own financial fork in the road, I'd love to hear it. You can email me, Alan, A-L-A-N, at the Finance Zenster. And remember, we're all just doing the best we can with the information we've got. Let's keep learning, keep growing, and keep moving forward. Until the next time, take care of your money and yourself. I'm the Finance Zenster. Thank you for listening. Please take a moment to subscribe to my channel, and thanks to all my Patreons. Take care.